So this question comes up a lot in organic chemistry, and you have to draw all the possible structures, all the isomers of the formula that they've given you. So if you follow my method, you will guarantee that you're not going to be losing any marks, because the most common marks that students make is that they put in duplicate compounds, and they might miss out some compounds as well. So my method will make sure that you're not going to be doing that. So the easiest one to do is to do a straight chain alkane. So that's going to be C5H12, easy peasy. Okay, and you just put your hydrogens. One of the rules you need to remember, which you probably know, but just in case, you need to make sure that each carbon has got 4 bonds. Okay, that's one of the rules you have to obey. Okay. So that's the first one. The next habit I want you to get into is to quickly name that. So that is simple, that is pentane. Right, so once we've done that, in a logical sequence, what are you going to do next? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a branch. So I'm going to chop off one of the methyl groups at the end, this CH3, and then I'm going to put it on any one of these. Okay, so if I do that, that means that the longest carbon that I can have is carbon chain is a 4. Okay, so let's put the bonds in onto that one. And I'm going to place a methyl group here. Now let's name this. This is carbon number 1. This is carbon 2, 3, 4. You can name it 1, 2, 3, 4 this way, but one of the rules of nomenclature is that when you're naming it, you must go for the branch which has the lowest number. So if I name it going from left to right, the branch is on carbon number 2. If I name it from right to left, so that's 1, 2, 3, then the branch is on carbon 3. So this is the correct way of naming it. And let's name this. So it's butane because the longest carbon chain is 4. Okay, and on the second carbon we have a branch. So to show it's on the second carbon, you say 2, and the branch is 1 carbon chain, and it's a methyl group. So that's called 2-methylbutane. Now, here's the rule that you need to remember. You must never, ever place a branch on the first carbon or the fourth carbon here. Because if you do that, and I might actually draw it to show you. So there I've drawn the structure where I've put the branch here on the last carbon. So the carbon on either end. So when it comes to naming this, you do 1, 2, 3, the longest carbon chain, because I can go around a corner, is 5. So the longest carbon chain is 5, and if you do it that way, then there are no branches at all. So actually this is pentane. I've just drawn exactly the same structure. So that's why you must name them once you've drawn them to make sure you haven't got any duplicates. The only other option I've got is to put in another branch, and I'm going to do that now. And to draw another branch, I just draw my 3 carbons in a row, because I've got to take off 2 methyl groups now. And the only place that I can have a branch, remember I can't have it on the end, so I must have a branch here. So one of the carbons has to go there, and one of the carbons has to go there. So I can't have any more branches because it's 5 carbons. And then you can just put your hydrogens on here like so. Now let's name it longest carbon chain, 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be called propane. Okay, and now we're going to number the carbons. This is carbon 1, carbon 2, carbon 3. Where are those branches? Those branches are on carbon number 2, and there are 2 branches. So that is 2, 2, and because there are methyl groups, dimethyl propane, and those are the 3 structural isomers of C5H12.